Well, if you ever wonder if it's hard to make a knife, I don't know, it's very different, it depends on a lot of different things, so today we're gonna see it. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a knife out of basic things which you can find at home, at garage, at workshop, everywhere. Let's go. So today we're gonna make a knife out of unknown steel. First things first, to make a knife you must have steel. I have this kind of steel. I don't know what is origin, but not today. Pretty known saw blade steel, pretty good, but not today. A piece of leaf spring steel, so it's pretty good, very good. But today, Higgs saw blade steel. It has pretty good shape for us. It's straight, pretty wide. What we can do out of this steel. If you're not sure about knife design, I recommend to print out some stencils, mark it on, and just cut off it. Steel is pretty dark. Grab some magnets. 1, 2. Take a spray paint, move it away from the working desk and spray. Secure the steel, make sure it won't move anywhere. Take angle grinder, cutting disc, and cut. We cut out our knife shape. The next step would be grinding. But one more thing to know. How to know if steel is good for knife making. Take some sample, heat it. It might take a while. Cool it very fast in a cold water. Secure it and try to snap with a hammer. It snapped. It means steel is pretty hard enough and has carbon in it. My camera can't show for you the grain of the steel, but grain is pretty small. Knife will be really hard. I think so. Making a spark test, when you grind or cut it steel, you can see if it has a lot of sparks. If you see a lot of sparks, it's a good steel. If you see not enough, it's low carbon steel and it's not suitable for knife making. It means steel is soft. This is the fastest way to check the steel, but later we will check the steel with file testers.
Now we're moving to the grinding part. We've got pretty rough.
We got this rough shape. What I would like to do to try to sandblast it, to take a look how texture would look like, and maybe I would leave a sandblasted texture on this knife. Before the heat treating, make sure you make a holes for a knife handle. Because after heat treating, the knife won't gonna get hard and you won't be able to drill it. Quenched knife, as you can see, turned black. Probably I shouldn't have sandblasted before, and I'm not pretty sure if it Bro, what are you doing? Look, buddy, focus please. Just to hold camera steady, to have a clear shot, okay? You can't count on anyone these days. Our knife has cooled down. Let's move to the sandblasting. One thing I hate the most is to do the things twice. Before sandblasting, I would like to try hardness test. Let's take the most soft file. Not slips, but not. Next one is 45 HRC. Well, the steel is soft, knife will be made out of soft steel. And now we know that the snap test is not very good because it's snapped, yes, but it's still a soft steel. This steel cannot be quenched because it has a lot of carbon inside. So let's move to the handle. We'll see what I have. I had somewhere a good piece of wood, somewhere here. Where did I put that thing? It has to be somewhere here. Honey. Hey, honey. What? Look, honey, my old kitchen knives are dull. Can you sharpen them for me? Yeah. Later, sure. You always say like that. Pretty stupid piece of wood is glued from different parts. I have to get rid from glued parts, solid parts. Hope they gonna be nice. Looks not bad. For handle pin, I'm gonna be using this. I don't know what kind of material it is. Looks like maybe aluminum, and this is part of was a hanging bell. I don't know. Welcome to the next day. I prefer to leaving a knife for a night for better stick up glue, but sometimes when I hurry up it might take just only a few hours, but always leave your knife glued for a longer time. Okay, so now I have to shape this handle. I really like how the knife looks after handle shaping, because before that just an ugly piece, and after shaping it just looks like a knife. Not very beautiful, but looks like a knife. It has all shapes, and after that we're using a sandpaper. It might take a while. Oh, nearly forgot. Just 4 tiny spaces I'm gonna use Dremel. Okay, sanding is done. What I usually prefer to do is to give a handle a burnish effect. Take your torch and just lightly burn it. Give a slight sanding. Oil, a little bit, just a few drops, and spray it on the handle. Okay, I don't really actually like this place, so just sand here a little bit more and repeat the process. Okay, now it's fine for me. Knife is done. I've sharpened it by belt grinder, polishing wheel, and polished on this leather piece. As you can see, knife is pretty sharp enough. Yes, very sharp. Very sharp, nice. I really like the shape of this knife. I like it a lot. It's just like made for my hand, exactly. And by the way, even if this knife looks awesome, okay, it's perfect. I'm just kidding. It looks nice, okay. It's made from very bad steel. As you can see, I have been grinding it, sharpening. I've seen only orange sparks, so this steel is not suitable for knife making. And yes, it's very sharp, but it's not for long for sure. Don't make my mistakes. Check, double check your steel, what you're using, to make sure you've not done this work for nothing. And this knife I won't sell for anyone. I don't recommend for anyone. I'll just keep it for me, just a reminder to knowing that the Hexol blades are not very good. And that's it. Say your opinion in the comments. Let me know if you like it or not, or maybe you have some suggestions for making another video. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. You can watch my other videos here, here, and here. And see you next time.